got chills, and we've got chills too, because look who's sitting next to me. Las Vegas's only hip-hop residency show is coming to Las Vegas. It's happening starting tomorrow, and joining us to talk more about BoomBox is Grammy award-winning artist CeeLo Green, and welcome to Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a pleasure to have you here, and talk about a lineup as if you're not enough. You guys have so many big names, and I love the name BoomBox because it really kind of takes you back to the time that we're talking about.
Absolutely. It's a nostalgic trip back into a musical past of such rich history. Myself, Kid and Play, JJ Fad, SNAP, DJ Eric B on the ones and twos. It's going to be something special.
So you guys are going to rock out the Westgate, and no doubt a lot of people are probably just going to come just to see your show.
Right.
What do you think it is about this genre, this era, that really resonates with the people who grew up with it?
I just think that, you know, it reaches back into a time and you realize how priceless and invaluable the music was, the era. It's just intangible, you know what I mean? Besides what we can make happen on stage and in that room and in that moment. And so you have to come get a piece of that dream, you know what I mean? Because we can't go back, you know what I'm saying? But we can take some of it forward with us. And so the great people at the Westgate saw it the same way sentimentally. We all share alike, and we're making it possible. So it's a reality now.
I love that. You have an extensive catalog. I mean, you know, you go all the way back to the early days of rapping in Atlanta and what that scene was like, and then you're also a singer. What can we expect from your set?
Rapping and singing.
He's like, duh, I do it all.
Well, to be totally honest and not to give too much of it away, I'm kind of doing like my Rod Serling kind of thing. I'm kind of omnipresent, bookending the entire performance. I start, I come a little bit at a happy medium in the show, and then you end off with me. So I'm omnipresent all throughout the entire experience.
What I love about you, CeeLo, is that you are multifaceted. I mean, you have layers, you have substance. I mean, tell us about how, I guess maybe, I don't even know if you know how you do it, but how you're able to do what you do and to touch so many different people.
Well, I've also got the guns.
Okay, that helps.
Heavy lifting.
The guns and the blade.
That's
I
right.
keep looking at it.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Heavy lifting. It's a labor of love. But you know, how do we? I'm sorry. What was the question again?
Just how are you able to do what you do? I mean, because you're so multifaceted.
Right.
And you know, usually some people, they just have one note, but you have like the whole shebang.
I just opened up wide and allowed myself to be inspired. You know, there was a time of where music was more based on universality, the era of MTV being introduced, you know, rock, soul, rhythm and blues. You had, you know, everybody from Huey Lewis and the News to Billy Idol to Billy Joel to Culture Club to Duran Duran, the whole British invasion. And so I'm referencing those names to say it's the way that I retain it. And I mean, like, you know, me being born in '75 and the music of the '80s really got into me. And it was those songs that everybody can sing. Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. We all know that song. Yeah. So I believe that when music is brought together, people are brought together. When music is divided, unfortunately, people are divided. You know what I'm saying? And now there's so many different outlets for music. It's just dizzying. You know, so at that time, it was a simpler time of where it was a few different ways to funnel it through, and we all got a chance to get a piece of it. And so I'm just a prime example and an embodiment, you know, of that all-inclusiveness of the era that I come from.
Yeah, that's what I love. Music is so universal, and if you want to check out BoomBox, is kicking off again on Wednesday. It's happening through Sunday, September 4th. Again, this is also happening at the Westgate, and then they'll come back at the end of the month from September 28th to October 2nd. Thank you so much, CeeLo Green.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, let's go ahead and check in with our